back to 6.
You supposed to be drunk.
Man, Lord.
You supposed to be mad at this.
Man, about dropping.
That nigga gonna have $1,000.
Everybody in Texas know what the play is. If you rapping, you celebrity, if you like the strip club, you like to do this, you check in with them, they bringing them bad dice on you. Why you think they Duke the Jewler, they really couldn't get him? That's why they had, come on, homie.
By officially signing a federal plea deal that, according to the streets, could put J. Prince and his infamous Dice Squad squarely in the authorities' sights, Boozie Badazz done shook the whole game. Rappers been caught up in the high-stakes dice hustle for years, and if the rumors hold weight, this ain't just no simple gun charge no more. The wildest part, the same federal agents who've been digging into Duke the Jeweler's murder and the dice games before his death are now coming for every single name tied to those nights, including Boozie himself. Now that he agreed to talk with the feds, everybody got one question. Is Boozie just trying to protect his own skin, or about to spill names that could crumble one of the scariest circles in hip-hop? J. Prince, long accused of running Houston's check-in game, might be about to feel federal heat you can't just talk your way out of if even half the rumor's true. Worldwide, people already wondering if Boozie just sprinkled some mob connections on top. But let's get real, cause that dice game when Duke died, that's the reason this whole setup's fallen apart. You probably heard about those friendly dice games that usually leave the house winning if you've been in Houston long enough. Dice games been part of the underground culture for ages, but the ones tied to J. Prince Jr., they a whole different level. Ain't no basement hangout. These high-stakes sessions are invite only, stacked with serious cash, and got a check-in system so the house always know who's in the room. Streets say there's a twist. After pulling rappers and high rollers into a private spot, making sure drinks flow and money piled high, and following the playbook, then mob ties let the dice do its thing. Charleston mentioned it too, but most people slept on it.
Everybody in Texas know what the play is. If you rapping, you celebrity, if you like the strip club, you like to do this, you check in with them, they bringing them bad dice on you. Why you think they Duke the Jewler, they really couldn't get him? That's why they had, come on, homie.
Insiders say the whole setup moves like a well-oiled machine. The dice ain't no newbie setup, and the mob ties got 3 dudes on rotation. One rolls, one holds, one swaps. The odds bend exactly how they want them because every piece is prepped, weighted, shaved, and adjusted. The play is simple. The house wins. J. Prince Jr. takes his cut, said to be around 30%, and everybody else walks out with less. But that night, everything flipped. Somehow, Duke got his hands on dice not meant for him, and suddenly he start hitting stacks, thousands, then tens of thousands, till he's near $100,000. And yeah, the footage shows it. Whispers start, smiles vanish, and the chill vibes turn tense, cause racking up that much cash in a game designed to lose, that ain't luck, that's trouble. Minutes later, Duke's headed to his ride. Just him, no crew, no security. Shots ring out, and he's gone before anyone can even process what just happened. Cash untouched, jewelry still on him. This was control, not a robbery. That night, Duke broke the system. Duke the Jeweler wasn't just some name in the mix. With a client list rappers would kill for, pieces worth millions, a flawless rep, and a personality that made him a fixture at hip-hop events, he was Chicago's respected jeweler. When Boozie invited him to Houston, it was strictly business. Boozie walked away with that bag, later saying Duke told him to hold it during the game, and it stayed with him after the shooting. But it ain't that simple. Federal agents claim they got video, texts, and testimonies, placing Boozie's crew in the middle of Duke's final hours. Duke's phone went dead right after pinging near Boozie's studio, drawing full attention. That Louis Vuitton bag? It ain't just luggage in this story. Maybe that's why Boozie's name popped up in federal records. That's the point his situation gets seriously risky, and why some folks think this plea deal ain't just about that 2023 gun case. Federal prosecutors didn't even lump Duke the Jeweler's murder investigation in with Boozie's previous court matters. They split it up on purpose, a classic pressure play. The feds isolate a case like this because it gives them leverage and lets them keep the heat laser focused. They can throw some leniency in one spot in exchange for info in another. On top of that, Boozie's crew got plenty of complications tied to the Duke case.
Hey, the internet, y'all got us all the way up.
We met that dude, Duke the Jewler, the night before. We was gambling. The next day, dude followed us to the concert. When we left out the concert, we under the garage. Dude went to his car by himself and walked down to the parking lot. That's when somebody tried to kill him.
First off, before it abruptly went dead, Duke's phone, the last digital trail of his life, pinged near Boosie's recording studio. The feds don't overlook details like that. What Boozie can't control, though, is the rumors already spreading through his own circle. Once the feds get one person to crack, it snowballs. Timelines get messy, stories shift, and letting the feds dictate the play becomes the easiest way to stay safe. Cut a deal, and it can seem like the only move if you Boozie. Federal gun case on the table, murder probe on the side, and members of your crew possibly flip-flopping. Here, there's only two people they want info on: Jay Prince Jr. and his father, Jay Prince. Jay Prince Jr. already ran two of the most infamous dice games that ended in tragedy. Dead hours after leaving a game, Duke the Jewler. Take off, killed right in front of another. Same play, different nights, different scenarios. Bullets before dawn, big names, big stacks. Voices in the industry ain't holding back either. Whack 100 publicly accused Jay Prince Jr. of running risky setups, pulling famous rappers into games they couldn't win unless the house allowed it. Charleston White, you already heard him. He called them night traps, loaded dice, strict control, where one wrong roll or win could put you in the crosshairs before you even cash out. That's a system where power struggles run deep and trust barely exists. And don't sleep on what's going on behind the scenes when it comes to Houston's check-in culture. It ain't just the streets reacting. Word is some artists quietly ducking Houston events, avoiding shows or appearances where mob ties might be lurking. Jay Prince Sr. claims there's no official check-in required. The pressure is still there, sources say, but it's quieter now. Enforced by Jay Prince Jr.'s network, even the boldest hip-hop stars got away if the risk's worth it after two high-profile deaths tied to dice games. Getting caught in the crossfire? That ain't even the worst part of the fear. It all comes down to getting pulled into politics. When a night turns deadly, it matters real quick who you riding with. Take Finesse 2X, for example. Dude switched from openly showing beef with Jay Prince Jr. to claiming he got financially played and dropping hints of disrespect behind closed doors. From there, their relationship went sideways fast, especially once rumors of a baby mama scandal started circling. True or not, that drama had folks talking, and Jay Prince Jr. started losing supporters faster than he could bring them back. Labels started peeping too, so it ain't just artists feeling the heat. Record execs quietly warning their teams to steer clear of the dice games because of all the controversy and the violence surrounding them. That's why, if Boozie really starts dropping names, it could shake up not just Houston, but the whole rap industry. Whole FBI, DEA, ATF, and ICE have all teamed up with HPD to dismantle violent street crews and entire drug rings during federal sweeps in the city. But these operations weren't just about snatching up small-time players. From street shooters to money handlers, it was about taking down full-blown organizations. If the feds see mob ties as the next move, they could run that same blueprint. Every connection, favor, and off-the-record action getting scrutinized by government task forces. Even one solid piece of evidence, like leaked footage from those dice nights, could tear the whole operation apart. It wouldn't be just rumors if the film showed who was there, who ran the funds, or who approved the plays. That's material strong enough to close a case. And that's where Boosie's risk skyrockets. The feds could offer protection if he truly cooperates, but that kind of security also paints a target on your back in the streets. Folks stop whispering and start calling you out with threats if they think you're riding with the opposition. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share.